during the pandemic, a new billionaire was minted every 30 hours. And now in 2022, every 33 hours, 1 million people are falling into extreme poverty.
Is it time to tax the billionaire club? The pandemic crushed economies, and we can already see its effects on many countries. What you didn't see is that the pandemic created billionaires. The Oxfam report shows that at the rate of 1 every 30 hours, 573 people became new billionaires during the pandemic. On the contrary, Oxfam says that they expect at least 263 million people will crash into extreme poverty at the rate of 1 million people every 33 hours.
Pandemic hit very differently depending on who you were, what country you were in. But things, for example, like vaccine access made a huge difference. So the rich world got vaccines very early on, and most low-income countries still only have 15% rate vaccinations, and that has had implications on health, but also on social and economic consequences.
The pandemic was where the rich grew richer and the poor poorer. In fact, it's surprising that billionaires' wealth has risen more in 24 months of the pandemic than it ever did in 23 years combined. Oxfam said that decades of progress towards reducing poverty is now in reverse. The food shortage is a huge growing concern in many countries.
We see all these problems, this crisis happening, multiple levels of crisis, and it can seem overwhelming. But what we're saying is there's a message of hope in the sense there is money. It's not well distributed. So there are measures that can reduce this inequality. So taxation at low percentages, we're talking 2% for millionaires going up to 5%. And with that, we can raise enough money to address these deep social problems.
The world is reeling through the pandemic and facing challenges that come with the Russia-Ukraine crisis. So is it now time to tax the rich to support the less fortunate?
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today NewsMo.